share with us when you actually go in as a chief content officer in a company, what are you doing for them?
We find a way to turn content into a game. I love looking at it as a game. I say this because I had to rewire a lot of the things that I learned as a child, like productivity-based self-worth. The more I do, the more I'll make. Instead, I've had to rewire that to the more I play, the more I get paid. Ooh. So can we turn content into a game that we're just having fun? Like, I'm having fun having this conversation with you. This is great. I'm not like, oh my gosh, there's a camera in front of me and I have to talk to her in front of this group of people. Oh, get me out of here. How can we turn it into, like, what are the topics? A lot of it is just scraping off the limiting beliefs and actually just bringing it back down to what's fun. Like, what were the things that you did as a kid that were your hobbies that now you're like, actually, I still do that as an adult. I love talking about these topics. I'm sure you guys have heard that question of, if you got to go on stage unprepared, what could you talk about for like half an hour? Those are the things to talk about. And also, using ChatGPT, I will have ChatGPT help me come up with topics that are so fun to me. If there's just a prompt that's like, hey, will you please talk about your cancer experience and how it absolutely changed your life? I'm like, give me a soapbox. Like, I cannot wait to share that with people because I wish that there was someone there for me. You are often speaking to your before picture. And the after picture, your current reality, is what they want their after picture to be. And so how cool that we get to share that.
That's a great point. You did something crazy.
Did I?
And it was your docu-study.
Oh, that whole thing.
And I'd like you to share that, but also I think it's important for people to be thinking, how do they get to that uncomfortable place? Like, that's when content becomes super fun and it becomes a game if you can push yourself. So tell us what you did.
So last year I made a documentary on cancel culture. And the reason why we made this was also because as I'm encouraging clients to go out and be disruptive, the big pushback I get on that is like, well, I don't want to get canceled. Like, if I say something that people don't like, they'll cancel me. My response to that is also like, disruptive doesn't have to mean offensive. It doesn't have to mean that you're getting out there and you're being aggressive and offensive and F you. But like, who are some people in history that have been disruptive? Jesus, Mother Teresa, Gandhi. Some people didn't like them. Some people still don't. That's okay. Have they still impacted the world and will be remembered throughout history? So I wanted to make this documentary to be an example of something disruptive. Disruptive meaning something that didn't have the attention before has now interrupted and gotten that attention. So I wanted to be an example of something disruptive while also sharing a message that I believe in, even though it's scary. So what it was an experiment to see if I could get myself canceled. And I did. And I don't want to spoil it because I would love for you to go see it. It's on my YouTube channel. It's about 30 minutes. And there is a huge plot twist at the end. What was cool is we took it to film festivals. We won awards at the Manhattan Film Festival, LA Documentary Film Festival. It's one thing to have people that watch your content online and will comment on it, but to be in a theater with people watching it, when they got to the plot twist moment, like audible, oh my God, it was amazing. So I hope that that's a hook that gets you to go to the channel and watch it.
How often should we be posting?
Every day.
And are we talking, like once a day? What do you think? And then stories versus posts. I mean, what do you really, give us some like, hey, here are the things you should be doing in order to be successful and grow your audience.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at social media like it's a relationship. If you're in a relationship with someone you care about, how often are you going to show up for them?
That's a good
Every day.
one.
That's so good.
That is really good.
And if you're hesitant to show up to that relationship, what's really there? Like people that are like, oh, I don't like, but well, you don't have to. If you see it as a checklist of, okay, I gotta post on stories, and I gotta post on Instagram, and I gotta post on TikTok, it's like, of course you look at it like it's a chore. Instead of looking at it like it's a game. Like I have this, I call it my daily fiesta, because I usually give it a fun name. It's not my daily to-do list. And it's so simple. You guys know 75 Hard? 75 Hard is like this workout plan that you do this simple, do you not know 75 Hard?
I don't.
Oh, 75 Hard is this cool thing where you do for 75 days, and all you do is like, you work out twice a day. You drink.
Now I know why.
You drink all the time. You drink a certain amount of water, and you read 10 pages of a book. And it's like, if you do that for 75 days, it builds this mental toughness. And so I made a daily fiesta for myself that I'm like, post once a day, do 5 outreach, do 5 follow-up, do a report at the end of the day of like my gratitudes and wins.
That's
If
it.
all you
That's
did
solid.
was that, do you think that that would change your life and business? Because you're getting in 5 conversations, you're doing 5 follow-ups, and you're showing up for either a new audience or nurturing your existing audience. That's all it takes. And as for where should you post and how often should you post, I have my routine that I like that's could be different for you. I post on YouTube at minimum once a week, like a long form video. Sometimes I'm inspired and I'll do 2 or 3 a week, but minimum 1. On Instagram, I typically post every day. My stories are kind of in the moment, so I'll be spontaneous of like, hey look, I'm at this event with these amazing women. If I just have I post one minimum. And for me, it's usually like a written post and a short form video. And guess what? I can post those on all the platforms. I can make a written post and post it on Facebook, and then post it on LinkedIn, and then post it on YouTube. Has a community wall. You don't have to just make videos. You can also post written posts on YouTube, which people are underutilizing. So use that too. And then I can attach a picture to it, put it on Instagram. Oh, and then guess what? I can share that to my stories. This is all tactical stuff, but like the minimal is just make 1 post a day. And with ChatGPT, you can make that really simple because you have help with your on-air producer.